John McCurnan.
As we get to meet the referees for tonight's start of the Final Four of the Glodzik tournament, John McCurdy and Jim Corbo. They'll be the gentlemen in the stripes controlling the action as Rutland Town in the white uniforms will be taking on the Clarendon squad in what should be an excellent ball game. There's the Rutland Town squad.
For the Rutland Town, Coach Peter Hogenkamp.
And then Coach Dr. Peter Hogenkamp introduced. He's got a very fundamentally sound club out there. Quentin Lenoci, number 12, will start things off as we're underway in the Final Four from the Glodzik Tournament 2008. Austin Creaser coming out now. He'll wear number 31. We'll get the introductions, we'll get the tip-off, and we will have some great basketball for you tonight.
Forward, number 13, Andy Casarino.
Now we get to the starters. Andy Casarino will be coming out. He'll be the first starter for Rutland Town. Greg Bond, number 20, will come out. He'll be the second starter.
23, Ryan Doherty.
Ryan Doherty, number 23, coming out for Rutland Town. They'll be in the white uniforms. The first of two games tonight on PEGTV, Munger Vision. Wyatt Szynski, he'll wear number 34.
Number 35, Tommy Hogenkamp.
And Tommy Hogenkamp, number 35, and that'll be the Rutland Town Chargers, looking to get into the championship game, and they're going to be opposed by a very good Clarendon squad. David Perry is the head coach. Gage Stern, number 32, will start off the introductions.
Cody McCoy.
And Cody McCoy wearing number 1.
Number 3, Sam Williams. Number 10, Jared McMahon. Number 13, Patrick Mumford.
And then number 10, Jared McMahon, 13, Patrick Mumford. Sam Weah is number 3. Number 18 coming out 7, Duraxis.
23,
Dylan LaBelle coming out. He'll wear number 23. So we're getting the starting lineups now for Clarendon.
At forward, number 41,
Daniel White, one of the heroes from last night's overtime win over the Celtics. He had the big block near the end of the game that kept the game tied up and sent it to overtime. And Daniel Blanchard coming out. He'll wear number 34.
Guard, number 33,
Lincoln Pritchard coming out. He'll be number 33 tonight.
And at guard, number 24,
Jonathan Carlson, number 24. So we get the Clarendon starting lineup for this first of two games tonight on the Final Four.
Number 7,
And Dre Call, he's the keys to the Cadillac. He makes the car run. He is the point guard extraordinaire. We'll have the opening tip-off, and we'll get the Glodzik Tournament 2008's Final Four underway on Munger Vision. They'll match up defensively. We'll have Jim Corbo tops the ball. We'll get underway. It is 6-minute quarters, overtime if necessary, as we saw last night with the Crusaders from the Clarendon squad going to overtime to beat the Celtics. And what goes down as one of the classic games in the Glodzik, long tradition of history they have here at the Glodzik Tournament. One of the best ball games I've seen all year at any age level. And we'll see, one thing I'm waiting to see is the intensity level of the Clarendon. If they have such an emotional game last night, see if they can come out and be just as sharp and pick it up quick. Drake Hull, number 7, one of the players you're going to have to watch on this Clarendon squad because he is just a good ball player, flat out, just can play basketball. And that first shot will be up, no good. Second shot hit the side of the backboard. Szynski with the rebound. Rutland Town now, the Chargers in the white uniforms. And the winner here will go to the championship game. Oh, that's a big time block. Man, did Drake take a shot. He'll bounce right back up off the floor and that'll be the first foul of the basketball game. And it'll be Szynski taking the ball out of bounds for Rutland Town. I'll tell you, these guys play better than Duke and North Carolina. I mean, there's nothing but heart on the court. I expect this to be could be an overtime game. I expect this to be a very good matchup tonight. Szynski traveled. Yeah, he got below the free throw line, just hesitated. And you got to expect some pregame jitters from both sides. This is the biggest moment right now in these 5th and 6th graders' lives right now. So they haven't had to experience, bills and jobs and marriage and dads and moms and having children. This is it right now. There's a steal by Bond, up and in, and Bond will put Rutland Town up 2-0. Bond earlier in the week here at the Glodzik tournament was voted one of the players of the game. And speaking of that, I will have the post game right after this conclusion of this contest, where they will name players of the game. And again, both these teams will be playing tomorrow night. It's just a matter who's going to go to the championship bracket and who's going to go to the consolation game. Boy, and he got behind everybody. Smith up and got it. We're tied at 2. Smith got behind the defense. Daniel Smith did. Like I said, he had a block last night, but I think it was 28 seconds left. That preserved the tie, got him to overtime. So in a 2-2 game, this is going to be Hogenkamp. Hogenkamp last night had 3 3-pointers, and he can shoot from out there, so they're going to have to make sure that defense is out there. Pritchard with the rebound, and we have a foul called by Jim Corbo. And that foul will be on Casarino. Andy Casarino will pick up the foul, number 13. That'll be his first person, team's second, and they'll come to Drake Hull. Hull will go to Pritchard, and Casarino with the steal. Oh, quick hands by Casarino. Up and foul going to the line. 2 shots coming up for Casarino, and I believe 33 will be Pritchard that will pick up the foul. So Lincoln Pritchard will send Casarino to the line, and he'll be shooting a couple. And what tonight's game will be all about is the matchups, finding the matchups. Hogenkamp, remember the other night, Tommy did, number 35, I'm talking about. And the shot's good by Casarino. He matched up against Ackley from West Rutland and just did a stellar job, both on the offensive end and the defensive end. He's going to be matching up against Smith tonight. Now put Doherty on Blanchard. Now it'll be good. 4-2 now on Casarino's made free throws. Before the ball game, I was out trying to shoot free throws with Andy's younger brother, who's the Vermont State free throw shooting champion for the 3rd grade level. And he wiped me out. He had 7 made free throws in a row, and I didn't make any, but he was pretty good. I got to tell you that. Hogenkamp with the basketball. He'll go right back to Szynski. Szynski can play inside, can play outside, and that 3-point shot's going to be off the mark. And Blanchard. Then I think one of the key stats, and not just to say it because he just rebounded it, is going to be the boards. Who will control the boards will more than likely come out on top, because both these teams do fundamentally things well, like box out, rebound, get second chance points off offense, or they try to go down inside. Ball still loose. That's Hogenkamp on the floor. He'll get it off the Bond. We'll go a bit to Szynski. That's a long pass front court. We're going to have Doherty had it, lost it. He collided with Casarino's on teammate, and Smith up ahead for a Hull. Full speed ahead to the bucket, and no! I'll tell you what, though, he was going about 65 miles an hour down there. That's going to be Carlson with the basketball, and he'll go up inside, and he'll be a little bit short, but he's saved by Hull. He'll come to Hogenkamp. Yeah, and Dr. Hogenkamp, Coach Hogenkamp, is going to want a 30-second timeout. He wants to get his team settled and into their routine here, and that's one of the things too, is that you're talking about young men here, and they're a little pumped, a little jacked, and a lot of adrenaline running through the old veins tonight, and they got to kind of settle down and get into the routine. Same thing with Clarendon, but I'll tell you right now, for Rutland Town, on the roster, number 10, Colin Clark, Quentin Lenochi's number 12, number 13, Andy Casarino, Greg Bond is 20, Ryan Doherty 23, Austin Creaser is 31, Wyatt Szynski 34, and Tommy Hogenkamp wears number 35. And just to reset where we are at, Rutland Town with a 4-2 lead, 3:48 left first quarter action. And it has just been a spectacular tournament, as always. The Glodzik tournament, the best of the best, the class act of the whole youth basketball tournament situation, and all the volunteers here, from the referees to the people who take the tickets, to the rafflers, to the food vendor, concessions people, to everybody, score clock keeper, the bookkeeper, Mark Kadir, who just does everything, Pat Lahan, who is an icon here. There's a travel called. It's all volunteer, and it just runs like a well-oiled machine because everybody works so hard at it and takes such pride in it. And in a 4-2 game, Rutland Town will lead. It'll be the Chargers from Clarendon. Clarendon with the basketball. They've got the blue uniforms on. Hull, he's going to face some pressure in the back court. Again, Clarendon got here with an overtime win over the Rutland Rec Celtics, and Rutland Town got here with a win over West Rutland. And that's going to come back, and Hogenkamp will have it, and he got fouled, I believe, yes. And I think it's going to be on Daniels Smith. Yeah, that's the call. 41 will be Daniel Smith picking up the foul. And Creaser coming in for Rutland Town, and need somebody to take the basketball out. And it'll be Creaser coming down, and he'll take the ball out of bounds. Number 31 is Austin Creaser. Yeah, if you've never watched a Glodzik finals, well, you got to get in and settle down. They have they turn the lights off. They have a laser light show. They have a strobe light. They have a fog machine. Oh, it's just awesome stuff to watch. I get goosebumps and I don't even get introduced. Well, look at Hull going on the weak side, up underneath. Oh, what a move! Didn't get the finish. Smith had the rebound. Hogenkamp took it away. He wants to outlet the basketball. It's in a crowd of people. It's going to be picked up by Blanchard. He'll go down to Smith, up, and no, he didn't get the finish. Blanchard up, partially blocked, off the rim, no good. It'll come down to Bond. Bond will break out of the pack, cross the timeline, looking to push the ball down below the free throw line, and he does. He gets it to Creaser, pass a tad bit behind him. Smith trying to get it going forward, off his foot, off from Hull's hands. Great action. And that is a tempo that both teams would be very comfortable playing at. Seriously, they're up and down the floor, but if you have to go to a half-court set, I don't know, that kind of is a washout as far as who I think that would favor. I've seen both these teams play the entire week. Been here since Sunday, and I have seen some great basketball, and I've seen tomorrow's high school players in their early stages here. And Casarino on the wheel to the hole had the ball slapped out of his hands, and it will become Szynski, number 34, taking the ball out of bounds. And they're going to run that box formation to get the play underway with 2:32 to go in the first quarter. Hogenkamp, a little off balance, no good. The rebound, it's a 1-and-out deal. Blanchard up ahead to Smith. The big man's got a 2-on-1. We'll give it off to Hull. He'll let the defender go by, and Hull will be a little strong. I think Hull's a little jacked right now because that's a shot that he'll nail 9 out of 10 times. Inside to Blanchard. No, he can't hit the bunny up, and that's blocked from behind. I believe it was Creaser that got a hand on it. Yeah, and there's the foul called. Pritchard came out of the pack with the basketball for Clarendon.
What are you doing? Where are you guys supposed to be?
And 34, that'll be Szynski picking up the foul, and that'll bring Doherty in off the Rutland Town bench. And he's going to replace, I believe, Lenoci. Yes, that is the switch. Well, and boy, I tell you got to start adding up some of those missed bunny shots. And that ball was knocked away. Jump ball. Casarino with the quick hands again. That's twice now Casarino defensively has been able to get those hands in the way and make the big play. And Hogenkamp with the catch. He'll bring it back to Szynski. Szynski has hesitated, and Smith with those quick hands able to just knock the ball away. He got control of it, and we have a timeout taken by Clarendon. Yeah, now what's going on with Clarendon? Same thing. He wants to get into his routine, his set offense. He wants people to kind of level off here.
Hi, guys. Yeah, that's going both ways. Over there. It's basketball, you know, right? Basketball. Yeah, I got the.
Okay, so now I wanted them to settle down. There they go, and I want to get the lineup read to you for Clarendon. The Crusaders in the light blue uniforms. You have Cody McCoy, number 1. Sam Weo is number 3. Drake Hull is number 7. Number 10 is Jarrett McMahon. Patrick Mumford, 13. Stefan DeRosas is number 18. Dylan LaBelle, 23. Jonathan Carlson wears 24. 32 is Gage Stearns. Lincoln Pritchard, 33. Daniel Blanchard, number 34. And Daniel Smith, number 41. And I just want to see where John brings the ball. It's going to be right in front of the Clarendon bench. And I think the personnel, yeah, everybody who went off the floor stayed on the floor. Nobody checked in, no subs, and it would have been minute 54 to go in the opening quarter. Here comes Hull. Hull, great pass down inside. And see, that's what they were talking about. The guard with the big men rolling to the basket, and Smith came in behind Hogenkamp, made the steal. That pass will be coming back to Blanchard. He's in a little bit of a crowd right now and keeps the ball alive. Goes across, Hull with the ball fake up, and got it! The ball fake's what opened that up. He let the defender fly by him, and ties the game at 4. Bond into the front court will come off to Hogenkamp. Hogenkamp wants to work off the screen set by Creaser, and what happened there was Blanchard just came above the screen and really took away the lane. Second game tonight, we'll have Christ the King 6th grade taking on the Rutland Rec Bulls. Same thing at stake there. Trip to the finals. That was a nice step to the basket by Doherty. He didn't get the finish, and we see a lot of that early on. Oh, look at that break! Look at that break! Hull never let the ball touch the floor, and Blanchard kept going to the hole, and it's going to be 6-4 now, Clarendon. Oh, that's the way you run a break right there. And Szynski took it right to the hole and drew the foul. That's a smart play. And it's going to be DeRoxas, number 18, that will pick up the foul. And on the air, 2 shots. You can see the call from John McCurran, one of the officials, Jim Corbo, the other official, and that'll stop the clock with 55 seconds to go in the first quarter. 6-4, Clarendon with the lead, and at the line Wyatt Szynski, number 34. And he is for Rutland Town. And we are set to go. And whoops, a little off. He's very good usually from the free throw line. And Andy Casarino coming back in the basketball game, number 13 for Rutland Town. Yeah, so Szynski trying to salvage this one. Will do so. He'll make it a 1-point ball game at 6-5. We'll have Carlson take the ball out of bounds, number 24 for Clarendon. And Szynski with the steal on the arc, got the ball between the legs, able to get a handle on it, kind of made a hot potato of it, and Casarino with the catch, and Blanchard right out there, he got screened. Yeah, got moving screen. It'll be Creasier called for the foul. Blocking foul. Yeah, he was never really planted and kind of got caught up in the traffic jam there, and he'll be assessed the foul. And you see the press being applied in the backcourt by Rutland Town. They're going to try to deny Hull the basketball. And Lenoci coming in for Creasier for Rutland Town.
Step it.
And they're going to tie on that press right now, giving Carlson all kinds of fits. He'll throw the ball away there, looking to get a little bit too much of a lead on the pass, and it'll be on the baseline where the basketball is going to go on into play for Rutland Town. 46.8 seconds to go. You're watching Munger Vision. You are at the Hinchy Gym. Szynski up and foul. Need a number though. 18. It's going to be DeRoxas with the foul. Now send Szynski back to the line where he was just 1 of 2 from the free throw line. And he got it. He had a lot of motion behind him, but he got it. Now they're going to allow DeRoxas to go down on the box and get into his alignment. And he'll be 1 for 2 right there, but he ties the game up at 6. And with 42 seconds to go in the first quarter, Carlson had the ball knocked away, taken away by Bond. He'll try to throw over the top of the trap, and it comes down to Blanchard. He'll go baseline. Szynski there, and went out from Szynski's hands out of bounds. One thing about Szynski, number 34, Wyatt Szynski, he's a good size guy, but boy, is he quick. He's got a lot of quickness, and that's that anticipation. There's the inbounds play to Smith, up, and nope, just left it short. Blanchard kept the ball alive. Will come down to Casarino. 27 seconds to go on the clock. First quarter, Casarino was fouled big time when he went down awkwardly on the leg, and he's trying to get up. He's tough. He's real tough. Yeah, and he's not. You no way you're getting him out of a ball game like this. This is the Final Four. And good sportsmanship there by Blanchard. He went over and made sure he was okay. Yeah, so Hogan Camp, boy, sold the 3-ball, got Smith in the air and almost hit the 2-pointer. That's going to be a rebound kept alive by Lenoci. He'll come out to Casarino, and no. And that's going to be tip controlled, and Blanchard has it slapped out of his hands, and he's trying to come on the pile with it, and he did. And I'm not sure what the call was. I missed it. 13 white. Okay, so that's what it was. It was a foul called on Casarino of Rutland Town. Yeah, and they want to get it to Hull, and Rutland Town did a good job of denying Hull the basketball. Carlson traveled, yeah. 3.5 seconds to go. He'll travel, and that's plenty of time to get the ball inbounds and get a shot off. They're going to have it just about the quarter way point of the basketball court. And Casarino looking. We'll go to Szynski, and they're going to let it. Oh, there's that block. Smith made sure that they wouldn't get a buzzer beater, and that's going to be a good first quarter. All the jitters should be gone now. They should be set to get into the rhythm of the game. 6-6 between Clarendon and Rutland Town. Winner will go to the championship game of the Glodzik tournament 2008. Played a little bit tight in that first quarter, which is to be expected out of 6th graders in a Final Four appearance, and it's a good crowd on hand, and that's going to be knocked out of bounds by Casarino. And again, that his hands. He's very quick. He anticipates, so he knows the game. He's thinking ahead, always thinking ahead in the game. That'll come down, and they stripped him. Doherty got the basketball for Rutland Town, killed the dribble, and we'll find Bond behind him now. So Bond with a give and go. That was well defended. They'll kick it out. Oh, look at. Stays on the line for 3-ball. Won't get the bounce to go his way. Tough rebound down inside. That was Carlson who came out with the basketball, and bodies on the floor everywhere. So white 34 will be Szynski with the foul, and that's going to be his second personal. Now you can see Hull get the ball back, go right to Pritchard. Pritchard, front court. He's got a head of steam going, wants to dump it down inside. Smith came inside to make the catch and got the bucket. It was him, Smith, coming back. Number 41, Smith, coming back to get the pass. It wouldn't be intercepted by Hogenkamp. And this is Hogenkamp at the other end. He'll come back to Szynski, 8-6 Clarendon. And a turnover wakes the fan up there as he jumped the miles. Ball came in.
You're 6'5" when you put those up.
You see Hull come all the way back to get the ball. He'll pass back to Pritchard. Pritchard into the front court. Pritchard played a very solid game the other night. Actually, everybody on this floor for each side played a tremendous ball game the other night. There's Smith, one more time maybe, and boy, Hogenkamp going to the floor and ties it up, and it's going to be Clarendon basketball.
Come on, fellas, let's go. Great, what are you doing? Set the play.
And they're gonna set the. Now you see they want the guard, number 7, Hull, to set the play up, and he'll make the catch, fake the 3, bring it up on the arc. That's on the elbow to the free throw line. That's Blanchard. He's double teamed, and he's pivoting. Yeah, and but I tell you what, he's been in the paint a long time. There's the call. A lane violation as Smith got down inside the paint and established position, but then they couldn't deliver him the ball soon enough, and he stayed down inside there, and he got called for the 3-second count. So with 4:48 to go in a half and 8-6 to score, Rutland Town looking for the tie here or the lead on a 3-point play. They'll go to Szynski inside and got it. Szynski made a great move to step around Blanchard of Clarendon. And they're having a problem trapping Hull, but right there, that was good defense. They had the taller Casarino on Hull, and he couldn't throw over the top of it. Szynski up and no, left it on the rim. 8-8 to score. Ball slapped away. Hogenkamp turns, fires. No. Szynski will step inside, draw the foul. Great drop step by Szynski to create the space to get the shot off. That'll be Blanchard picking up the foul, and that'll be 2 unofficially on Blanchard. A couple shots coming for Szynski, who's shooting at 50% tonight. And a technical foul has been assessed to the Clarendon head coach. Oh, you hate to see that at any level, but especially at the 6th grade level. Especially in an 8-8 game, there's just too early for anything to really be festering and boiling. Okay, so Szynski's going to go out, and this isn't the technical foul. This is the foul, I believe, yeah. I think what's going to happen after this is they're going to bring Tommy Hogenkamp out, and he'll shoot the technicals. So Szynski will get that one, and they'll make it 9-8. And then he'll keep at 50%. Now comes the technicals. Now it'll be Hogenkamp coming out, number 35, to take the shots. I'm not sure what we said to issue the technical. I do know that there had been some bantering back and forth from the Clarendon bench to the officials. So at 9-8, Rutland Town with the lead. Looking to add to it here on this second technical free throw. And he'll get it. And that makes it 10-8, and the ball will come back up to center court, and it should be Rutland Town ball. Yeah, and Szynski will take it out. So it'll become a 10-8 Rutland Town lead. And that's a good catch by Bond as he got it right around the knees, and Smith came up. Oh, he's got quicker hands. Smith with the steal. Smith got Mumford, and that's going to be a foul. And if it's Szynski, that's going to be number 3 on Szynski, and that's a big foul if it is. We're at 4:03 to go in the second quarter. 34, that's Szynski, and that's going to be his 3rd foul unofficially. And that's going to send number 13 for Clarendon, Patrick Mumford, to the line, and a little short. He'll get a second chance here. And this time he uses the glass to bang it in. Makes it 10-9, Clarendon down 1, and we have a sub coming in the ball game. It's going to be Gage Stearns, number 32 for Clarendon. And you see Szynski with the catch. That's Mumford on defensively. Szynski able to come around to make the long pass down to Casarino. He wants to take a baseline, and that was blocked right to Gage Stearns. That was Smith that made the block. He just stayed straight up and used those long arms of his. And then the pass bounced a little bit out of Hull's hands, comes to Hogenkamp and back to Szynski. Hogenkamp, baseline. Casarino, this is a 3-ball. Nope, a little bit too much juice on it. Overshot it, and here comes Hull. He wants to get it going full throttle. Throws over the top, and Hogenkamp knocked it down. Bond will pick it up. Rutland Town in transition the other way. Between the circles, down along to Szynski. He'll go up, foul, count it! He got it, and a foul will be on Hull, and it's going to become a 12-9 basketball game. Rutland Town with a lead and a chance to make a 3-point play here from the free throw line. That was just good transition. Yeah, there they go, 13-9. And yep, the basket was good. That was a 3-point play, and they corrected the clock. 13-9, Rutland Town. And again, that's going to be a tough thing to complete against Rutland Town. Very well schooled in their defensive setups, and that's about 4 times now they tried to throw the long half-court pass and was knocked down and picked away. Bond traveled. Yeah, he got caught between that little hesitation and the release of the basketball, and it becomes a travel, and they'll be taken out of bounds by Pritchard, number 33 for Clarendon. You're watching the first of 2 tonight on PEGTV. This is the final 4 for the Glodzik tournament. That was even too tall for Smith, who had a steal, knocks it back to Mumford. He's trying to keep control of it, and he'll go back and pick up the basketball. He'll give it to Carlson. And we got a foul before the shot. It's going to be on the floor, I believe. And Casarino, he's looking for Andy's number. Yeah, he's in multiple fouls now. And that's the bonus situation, so we'll have Carlson at the line for the 1-and-1. I think that's 3 on Casarino. Yeah, and he'll sit down now with 3:03 to go in the half. His team up 13-9. So I really anticipated a much more fluid game that we've seen, but this has been a very physical, gritty, grinded out type of basketball game. Yeah, it's a 1-on-1. He should get another shot. Everybody's got to go back. It's 13-10 now. Clarendon down by 3 to Rutland Town.
Pat, you too. No one gets behind you two guys.
He got them both. That one took a little while to decide to drop, but it did. It's a 2-point basketball game. It's going to be off from Hogenkamp's hands, out of bounds, off from Rutland Town. It'll become Clarendon basketball. And they'll get it to Smith, the big guy. He's a good press breaker because he gives you a big target in the middle of the floor to throw up to. Pritchard will throw it right to Szynski. He knew it the minute he let go of it. Yeah. See Mumford trying to get in position. Doherty, no. Szynski on the floor, up, got it. Boy, I tell you what, Szynski, just a tough matchup. Just a tough matchup this whole tournament. Szynski's been for whoever's had to play him, because he's actually a very versatile number 3. I mean, he can play the guard, bring the ball up, he can hit the outside shot, he'll go inside and get dirty, roll the sleeves up and get dirty and do the rebounding. But it's a full timeout taken, 15-11. Rutland Town with the lead with 2:37 to go in the half. The basketball out of bounds, 15-11, 2:37 to go, just to restate that. And it'll be Drake Hull back in the basketball game, number 7. He will put the ball into play for Clarendon. Even though it's been a physical affair and a tough affair, that's 26 combined points by the teams in the first half, with still 2:35 to go. That's, you're talking a 6th grade level. That's very good, actually. They're going long distance. They're looking for Smith. No, they're looking for Hull, and he'll chase it down. He'll pass it off to Smith. He'll get pushed from behind. Count it! Szynski, I think, just picked up a big personal foul right there. If he didn't have 3 before, he's definitely got 3 now. Pushed from behind. That was an easy call, and Szynski will sit down. The only thing I look at there is not the fact that he challenged the shot, was he didn't really make a play on the ball. It's just a push from behind with no intent to hurt, but he could have, at least if he's going to spend the foul, reached around and tried to stop the shot from going up and in. That's a 3-point play on the made free throw by Daniel Smith, number 41. 15-14, Rutland Town with lead, but Szynski on the bench in foul trouble. They'll go to Lenoci, he'll go to Bond, and that's going to be blocked. Right to Hogenkamp, up and got it! Oh, what a great sequence of action from the block to Hogenkamp having the composure to keep him, know where he is as he travel, to get the rejection sent to him and make the basket. So 17-14, Rutland Town will take the basketball over. Yeah, they want Doherty to come in number 23. He's going to replace Lenoci for Rutland Town, and Doherty will wear number 23. Rutland Town in the white uniforms. And he'll go to Hogan Camp with an alley-oop pass to the midcourt. Yeah, and he's looking, a little problem to dribble. He'll hand the ball off to Bond. Bond wants to go back to Hogan Camp, and this time they bring a defender out on him on the arc. Good screen, nice switch off, good communications there by Clarendon. 1:55 on the clock in the second quarter left to play. Oh, great passing. Creaser, contact, bump, shot, up, Doherty. Oh, what a job by Doherty. Smith will get the basketball, but Doherty, just to make enough space to get the shot over Smith. There's the steal, and now Tommy Hogenkamp will settle it down and get the pass off to Casarino. He'll spin baseline, go up, and that's blocked and controlled. Blocked and controlled by Smith. Not only did he block it, but he kept the ball in the play. And boy, that is a long heave to get the ball over there by Mumford. He'll get it to Pritchard, back to Mumford. He'll put it up, and no. Smith had it on the floor, a little half hook. No, left it shy on the rim. Doherty, I told you this one's going to be one on the boards. And you can see the battle between Smith and Doherty there. And then Hogenkamp when he's in there, along with Szynski and Blanchard when he's in there. Now the whale rim out. Creaser had it, lost it. Smith will get it. He'll turn, and he's going to bust out of the pack. Will he go for the dunk? No, he'll give it off, and Mumford will use the glass, a little bit off the mark. Ball will squirt out, be picked up by Bond. 52 seconds to go in the half. 17-14 Rutland Town. Bond will go down inside to Doherty, and he traveled. Tell you what, though, it is tough finding enough space to work down there, and that's what Doherty was doing, was trying to bump and grind and create a little space, and got called for the travel. Hull wide open, up, Hull got it! Took a little trip with a new Hinchy gem and made the bucket. 17-16, Clarendon down one. And we have a timeout taken by Dr. Hogenkamp. That's because this is a critical set here to go up by, it's by one right now, and you see Jim Corbo calling the 30-second timeout. And we'll take a look over here at the Rutland Town squad, and again, it's had bursts of fluid action, but most of the time this has been a real tough roll up your sleeves, workman like blue collar style of game right here. Two good coaches, two very good teams, and just what you expect, a 1-point ball game. 35 seconds left on the clock here in the second quarter play. 17-16 Rutland Town in the lead. That's who you're looking at in the white uniforms, Rutland Town. And a good crowd on hand. Another great tournament this year for the Glodzik tournament, the 49th youth basketball tournament. The 20th year it's been called the Ed Glodzik tournament. And next year, not that they can outdo themselves, they have big plans for the 50th anniversary of this youth basketball tournament. Yeah, and Clarendon's going to come out with pressure in the backcourt. Oh, we've had buckets and blocks and technicals. This has been a dandy. And Szynski back out there. This is big. Szynski near 31 seconds to go and in foul trouble, and they bring him off the bench and back into the basketball game. Well, I say it's big because you can pick up a foul even with the ball offensively, and that would be huge. Casarino, no. Doherty, no. Smith had it, tipped it to his teammate, 15 seconds to go. Two players for Clarendon down on the far side. Now they're just getting up, and Pritchard will find Hull into the front court. Clock down to 8 seconds, 7. DeRoxas will make the move. He got cut off on the arc. Hull for a three-pointer. Not going to get the bounce. Smith at the buzzer. Woo! Call it a half. 17-16 Rutland Town up by 1. The winner will go to the championship game of the Glodzik Tournament 2008. Third quarter play, and you can see Clarendon, no, they'll lose it. Blanchard trying to tiptoe out there, and he just ran out of court. And again, 1-point ball game. The winner goes on to the championship game. The team that will lose tonight will play in a consolation game on both those contests for you at a later date on Channel 15 Sports. Nice screen set up top by Doherty, then he'll roll to the hole. He'll cut inside, and I don't know if it was blocked or not, but Smith, number 41, definitely altered the shot, and it'll be picked up by Carlson. And he carried the basketball, and he lost it out of bounds, and it's going to be, should be Rutland Town ball. That's what I have. Nope, they have it as Clarendon basketball. I see Doherty saw it my way. He was going down for Rutland Town to play offense. Blanchard, stop, wants to give the ball back up to Hull. Hull to the hole, underhand. Oh, see him go to the switched hands, went underhand, and then got fouled. And this kind of game has been. It has been tough. It's been clean, and neither team's been able to deliver that big TKO punch right now, and that's going to be the first foul of the second half. Szynski out there, number 34. He's playing with the 34 in white. He's got a lot of foul trouble. Did he just foul out? Nope. I didn't get the number of who the foul was on, but he's playing with 4 personal fouls, Szynski is. And that'll be off the glass and in, and we're going to be tied at 17 with 5:35 to go. And I told you about the overtime game that Clarendon played last night, and they might like playing on a lot of extra basketball. We could be looking at overtime here tonight. Oh, that will rim out on him. Doherty with the rebound will outlet the basketball to Szynski. Again, he's looking to penetrate, and that's taken off. He'll kick it back out to Bond. Bond will bring it back up top to Hogenkamp, and they have to respect him on the perimeter. Hogenkamp, a very good three-point shooter. Szynski, the Casarino to the hole. No. And it's going to be Smith with another rebound, and he's looking for a Hull, and you'll find him. No, you'll find Carlson as Hull had gone down the court. Carlson got fouled, traveled. Yeah, he was trying to bring it through the paint. He had a double team there, and he couldn't quite split the defense, and he traveled. Yeah, we're going to have a timeout taken with 5:06 to go in the third quarter. 17-all, Clarendon and Rutland down. And here comes Szynski again. He's being guarded right now. And see the nice switch off. He was being guarded by Carlson originally, then the pick was set, and they switched off, and that was going to be 34 Blanchard. Again, both teams very fundamentally sound. Oh, great ball fake by Doherty, and goes to the hole, stays alive with the rebound. Smith will take it out of there, though. But Doherty, really impressive in this tournament. Hull up and got the foul. Did you see how Hull kept his body at an angle so it wouldn't be a clean block, and he's able to get the shot up and earn the 2 shots down from the free throw line? I'll tell you, this Hull kid, number 7, you got to remember him. You see what, 6th grade? So he's got what, 3-4 years before he gets to the high school level? Because you will definitely see him playing high school ball somewhere. Oh, she's going to be the lot for that shot. So we'll stay tied at 17 in the third quarter. 4:40 left in the third quarter. Now we're not tied, 18-17, and it's going to be Szynski matched up against Carlson with just soft pressure in the backcourt. He'll just stay with him, make him work the ball up. Szynski with the crossover, gives it back to Doherty. He'll make the catch, the shot, and then, oh, just off the mark. Szynski up, drew the fall. Great job of hanging in there by Szynski. Draws the fall, still staying aggressive with the 4 fouls on him. He'll go to the line, and he'll shoot some. He's been at 50% tonight. I believe 3 for 6 right now, unofficially from the line. One, two, three, four, five. Okay, I'm just counting the players for Castle. Pritchard was already just talking to his head coach. And he'll be good on that shot. We'll have an 18-all basketball game. Oh, I've watched these teams play all tournament long, and there's no way this wasn't going to be a real tight last-second win affair. That'll get in there for Szynski, and he'll make it 19-18. Now Pritchard was looking long distance, couldn't get it down the court. Will go off to Carlson. Carlson being pressured by Bond, and they've done a good job of not letting Hull handle the ball here to set up the offense. He's got awful close to the 10 count, and now he'll get it into Hull's hands. And that's Hull. See how well he handles the ball? He wants to go baseline, wrap the pass route up. Pritchard got it! Give the assist to Hull, and the basket to Pritchard, and it'll be now 20-19 as the teams will seesaw back and forth with a lead here in the third quarter. Right now it's Clarendon's turn to hold that 1-point lead. Ball on the floor will be picked up by Blanchard. Blanchard will get it to Pritchard. Pritchard's got a man open. Bond will come back and make the steal, and we've got a travel call. Great action from the Hinchy Gym in West Rutland, Vermont, USA. The newly remodeled Hinchy Gym. Got a new hardwood floor down, new paint job, new lights, new scoreboards, and great basketball. Up, and no good. Rebound, baseline, Hogenkamp. That was a tough rebound right there. Szynski with Carlson on him. Carlson got on the side of him. Szynski goes to the corner, and then he takes the baseline, ducks inside, that block and control. Smith blocks a ton of shots, but the impressive thing about Smith is he keeps him in play, so he'll gain possession of them. That's the tough thing to teach nowadays, and he's doing it very well. Pritchard, no, front rim, rebound. Smith had it, lost it. He was a little off balance, fell backwards. Szynski wants somebody, he had his dribble, he just realized he wanted somebody to come back and get the basketball. This is the first of 2. This is the final 4 you're watching. Don't want to harp on it, but the winner here will go to the title game. Casarino, going to be over and back, yeah. He did. He touched that. It's a good call. Don't forget out there and you're playing, the game's going a lot faster in front of you. Now Creaser coming in for Hogenkamp for Rutland Town. 20-19, Clarendon with the lead. They've got the basketball. Hull that time got open, takes it all the way in, and again just couldn't get the finish to Pritchard. That was blocked. Ball fought for. Blanchard ties up Szynski. A pair of 34s out there getting wrapped up, and it'll be blue basketball. Now Blanchard on the arc, wants to go back up top. There's a good catch by Carlson. Nope. And the rebound, Doherty. Doherty's starting to rack up the rebounds now. Szynski with the crossover will get it to the arc, to the free throw line, going to accelerate, and he got fouled. That's going to be on Smith, and I believe that's 3 on Smith now.
Clarendon, you can't reach in, guys. Don't reach in.
Yeah, and Szynski not going to the line. That was on the floor, and nobody near the bonus yet. Only 2 fouls on Rutland Town and 1 as a team on Clarendon. So we're going to have Mumford, 13, come back in the basketball game wearing blue for Clarendon. Szynski faked, shot, had to compensate for the block, and we're going to have Creaser over the back. Yeah, that's a push from behind, and that was an easy one to call right there. And now Lenoci will be coming in for Casarino for Rutland Town. Lenoci will wear number 12 in white. There's a long pass, and boy, everybody had a chance to intercept. It'll be Szynski with the basketball. And again, he's got to be under control, playing with those 4 fouls. They'll bring it up top to Bond. He'll catch it right at the top of the three-point arc and come back to Szynski. 2:19 to go. Third quarter action. Rutland Town looking for the lead with the basket right here. They trail by 1. And timeout called. Okay, I didn't know what was going on, but it'll be a timeout taken, full timeout taken. 2:10 left in the third quarter. Clarendon up by 1. You see Bond with the ball. I'll go back to Szynski. I'm very impressed with Szynski, just with the awareness of the foul trouble and the way he's played under control, but aggressive still. Hull had it, lost it, picked up on the run by Blanchard. Gets the ball up ahead to Smith. At the goal, get to the hole and gonna drop it. 22-19, a 3-point lead for Clarendon. They'll get the ball into Szynski, and there's just soft pressure in the backcourt. And you can see it was Pritchard. Oh, I'm sorry, it's Mumford. That's a 3-ball. No. Hogenkamp open, and that's his shot. Look at Doherty, how tough a rebound that was. And he got it! Oh, Doherty with a beautiful play right there. And we'll have a 22-21 basketball game. Travel called. Minute 27 left, third quarter. Yeah, so a minute 27, and it's going to be white basketball. That'll be Rutland Town taking it out of bounds. I'm trying to do my math real quick. They got the lead back, and they added to it. No, they just took the lead. Okay. 23-22, Rutland Town now with the lead. It's the white jerseys that screw me up because the home team usually wears white jerseys, and they're not. They're the guest on the scoreboard. And that's going to be a foul, and Blanchard will go to the line, and I think it's going to be Doherty, number 23, that'll pick up the foul. 2-3, yeah. So Blanchard will head to the line. Daniel Blanchard, number 34. So in a 23-22 basketball game, Casarino at the scorers table will be checking in for Rutland Town, and at the line will be Daniel Blanchard for Clarendon, and he will be up and nope, trying to use the glass, a little strong. Still got a chance here for the tie. And it's going to be Lenoci who'll sit down and take a breather for Rutland Town. There's a crowd really filling in now. We're going to be tied 23-all. He'll bank it off the window and in 23-23 to Bond to Szynski. And they've kind of changed up the defensive pressure here from the first half to the second half, and 23-all, and there's going to be a steal and a foul called on Hogenkamp. 35, yeah, it's on Tommy, so the ball, nobody in the bonus yet. That's the 5th team foul on Rutland Town, and Smith somehow got behind the defense. He's going to go up and draw the foul, and that almost went. Hogenkamp's going to pick up foul number 2 in a row. I think that's going to be 3 or 4 on him now. And 2 shots coming up for Smith. So Daniel Smith using that speed to get to the ball, get behind the defense, and almost got the shot to drop. The clock will stop with 54.7 seconds to go. Third quarter action. We're going to stay tied at 23. Smith kind of rushed that. Of course, don't forget, there's a lot of adrenaline on the court right now. Made the adjustment. Look at that. To the hole. Got it. He got 2 points. He just did it a different way. Missed both free throws, followed up his own shot. 25-23, Clarendon takes the lead back. And Smith almost came up with a steal. Great play by Szynski to see the ball through the screen. Double pumped it and Blanchard. And Szynski just fouled out. Yeah. Yeah, that'll be 5 fouls on Szynski. He makes it to 37 seconds left in the third quarter before he fouls out. Blanchard's going to take a breather for Clarendon. And Gage Stearns will come and take his spot. Now Lenoci will come in for Szynski. And Hogenkamp with the steal, almost with the steal. He tried to bounce it off from Smith out of bounds. Smith able to control the ball, kept it in play, and with 30 seconds to go in the third quarter, Clarendon will get it to Gage Stearns. He wants to wheel to the hole, take the shot, no good. Stearns fights for the rebound, will get it. It's a much shorter ball club now with Szynski on the bench for having fouled out for Rutland Town. He'll come into Hull and he'll got sealed off nicely by Casarino. Shot up and a little strong, a little long, and it's going to be saved. Back to Gage Stearns. Had it, lost it. Here comes Bond. 10 seconds, 9 seconds, and he'll lose the dribble. He'll throw up court. It's going to be Hogenkamp for a three-pointer. No, it's a pass, and it's going to go. It goes to Doherty, and I'm not sure how it happened, but it sure worked out. We are going to have a 25-25 score heading into the fourth quarter of play. And I'm serious, we could be looking at another overtime game. Well, you know, Rutland Town's had very balanced scoring, as has Clarendon throughout the whole tournament. Even now with Szynski fouled out, you still have Casarino, Hogenkamp, Doherty. I mean, you got a lot of scoring options out there. And that ball almost went. And I think we are going to have shots. 24 blue. So, okay, we won't have shots. All right. On the floor, he said. Hogenkamp for the lead. Nope. And that's going to come down into the hands of Pritchard. He'll pivot and then realize he can dribble and bring the ball on a one-handed pass up ahead to Blanchard. Blanchard. Oh, he got to the spot and then decided not to take the shot. He'll come up to Hull. Hull to the free throw line. And, boy, good defense right there. That was Bond defensively. This is Carlson. The running one-hander, a little hook, and he got it. Oh, what an incredible tough shot by Carlson. He went baseline, almost too much of an angle behind the travel call, almost too much of an angle behind the backboard, and he had a flat line hook shot and got it to drop. 27-25 Clarendon. And Hogenkamp will get the steal on the long pass, and Hogenkamp will give it to Bond. Rutland Town looking for the tie on his possession, and Bond will give it to Doherty. He'll wheel to the hole, get down along the blocks. Boy, magic with the basketball there as he showed it to him and pulled it back, and that's going to be blocked by Blanchard as he got nothing but ball and made the block on the shot attempt. And Smith now slowing it down, and will find his guard Pritchard, who will take it at center court between circles. Goes back to Smith on the roll to the hole, up and no. Tell you what, Hogenkamp playing with 3 fouls. Played about as well as you could right there defensively. Did a lot in changing that shot by angling the ball away from the basket. And Doherty wanted to take it along the baseline and just had the ball go off his hands out of bounds. And we'll have a Clarendon timeout. They're up by 2. 27-25 with 4:34 left in regulation. Ball in the lead, and they'll get stolen away by Casarino. And then taken back by Carlson as Hull knocked the ball away. There's Bond with the steal. Wants to go baseline to Casarino, and man, Casarino helped up. He kind of got bent back like a pretzel. Okay, so there'll be 2 shots coming up now for Andy Casarino, number 13. Very, very good free throw shooter. He's at the line in a pressure situation. 4:26 to go in the basketball game. His team down 2 and at stake a berth in championship. Okay, and what they had, somebody come down on the box, and they'd already handed the ball to the shooter, but they're going to let everything sit, and we'll be set for the shot now. That was a 4th team foul, but Casarino was fouled in the act of shooting. Tell you what, man, that was nothing but twine right there. He swishes that shot. And this is for the tie right now. 27-26, and we'll stay 27-26. Pritchard got the rebound, outlets it to Hull, and he'll go back to Smith. Smith down inside to Blanchard to the hole, left-hander, no good. Rebound going to be tied up, and I think we're going to have a foul, and if it's Hogenkamp, it's going to be number 4. Yeah, And unofficially, that's 4 on Hogenkamp, and that'll be the 1-and-1. That's the 8th team foul. Now it's in Pritchard to the line, number 33, Lincoln Pritchard. And boy, right now, in a 1-point game, that hoop's gonna be looking about the size of a lifesaver. Nope, front rimmed it, and it'll come down to Blanchard to Casarino, and gonna stay blue basketball. Went out from last touch by Casarino out of bounds. You see Carlson wanted to go baseline. His pass picked off by Hogenkamp. They've already lost Szynski to 5 fouls, and Hogenkamp playing with 4 fouls. Casarino going to turn into the score. Oh, good shot, just didn't drop. Last touch by Pritchard, stays with Rutland Town. Clarendon in the blue uniforms has a 1-point lead. 27-26, 3:52 to go on the clock here in the 4th quarter. And it's going to be Rutland Town with a lead, 28-27. Hogenkamp on that little inbounds play came free and got it off the glass and in. 28-27 Rutland Town. Pritchard will reach behind him, make the catch of the pass, now go to Hull. Hull working against Casarino, wants to go all the way up and lost it. Just lost it out of bounds. Yep. He had accomplished what he wanted. He had beat the defender at a lane to the hole for the layup, but just lost the handle on the basketball. Rutland Town up by 1. And we stopped the action because we're going to let Clarendon get their substitution in. We're going to bring number 32, Gage Stearns. All right, so everybody's set. Very dramatic ball game, like you would expect a semifinal, Final Four type contest to be. Bond to Hogenkamp. Back to Bond. We're going to keep it on the perimeter and pass over the top, get it to Casarino. Casarino up, Casarino, no, great shot though, got it up over Smith. Hogenkamp, no. Rebound Blanchard, and he'll twist and get the ball away from Casarino. Pritchard with the basketball. He'll push the pass forward into Hull's hands. 3 minutes to go. We're at the halfway point of the 4th quarter. Almost a steal, and Blanchard right there to make the save, and he wants to go down inside. Gets it there, no. There's Smith on the floor, up fouled. Bond will pick it up. Yep, number 20 Bond will get the foul. Came across the arms with the hack. Yep, they're gonna call it a hold or whatever they want, but Smith will head to the line, down by 1 point with 2:56 to go in this basketball game. Okay, so I catch my breath and tell you the bleachers just about totally packed now. No, just missed it. Big shot coming up here for Daniel Smith of Clarendon. God, we're tied at 28. I knew it, and I knew it. Watching all week long these guys play, this had to be a great game. You got 2 great teams out there on the court. And this will be a foul on Smith. That's 4, I believe, on Smith. That's only the 5th team foul, but that's one of those fouls 40 feet from the basket that you don't really need to do. Yep. Boy, that would be a huge loss for Clarendon to lose Smith. Comes to Lenoci, and they'll get the ball back to Bond. Bond to Casarino. Casarino will attack the 3-point line. Oh, just missed it off the glass. And Lenoci goes to the inline, and he's the last one to touch it. And blue basketball with 2:36 to go, and they're going to set up the press. Yep, they're going to go to Hull. He'll get free for the first time in a long time to actually control the basketball. Creaser at the scores table getting set to check in for Rutland Town. Hull wanted to drive to the hole. Bond and sealed him off. Creaser backs up, and no. Front rim. Smith with those long arms will go to the floor and waiting for the call. If it's Hogenkamp, he is out of the game. Hold on Hogenkamp, and that's 5 fouls. Yeah. So Hogenkamp with a great effort, great ball game, but he will pick up his 5th foul, and he will join Szynski now on the bench. So foul trouble, eroding the rotation away here for Rutland Town. But the good news is it's 28 all, and they've got a whole bunch of players out there that want to win this game still on the floor for them. 29-28 Clarendon. And Mumford will come in for Pritchard for Clarendon. Mumford will wear number 13. And Smith now trying to make it a bucket ball game. Now you get a 2-point lead. Well, didn't hit the rim, no. So it's going to go over to Rutland Town. Now what Rutland Town's got to do is not panic. There's 2:24 to go, a lot of possessions left. There's no shot clock to worry about. And they just got to worry about one possession at a time. Boy, Bond's going to take it all the way in, and no, what a drive by Bond. He wasn't intimidated. He took it right into the big man. Hull will race into the front court, go between the legs with the dribble. Want to go down along to Blanchard. He'll come out, tip the ball to himself, go to the hole, and got it! Count it! Blanchard! What a tough shot. You talk about being physically strong. And he's got a chance to add the lead. He's at 3 right now, and he's getting a free throw because he got fouled. The shot was good. He's got the and one. That Clarendon looking to make it to the finals in 2008. Nope, off the mark. Smith had it, lost to Casarino, and Doherty will fight for it, and it'll be Casarino. Casarino, you gotta remember, he's got plenty of time left in the ball game. Up, and I think he drew the foul. That'll send him to the line, and they're looking at Gage Stearns, I believe, for the foul. 32. Gage Stearns will get the foul, and that's just, again, they lost Szynski. The other people picked up the scoring slack for Rutland Town. They just lost Hogan Camp to fouls, 5 fouls, and now Casarino assuming the mantle of attacking the hole, looking for the points. That's the sign of a good team. Everybody's got everybody's back. So 2 shots coming up with 1:53 to go. 3-point deficit right now for Rutland Town, 31-28. Oh, still 31-28. I tell you what, that looked good when he left his hands, but just a tad bit short. Got it. So 2-point basketball game, 31-29. Now the pressure applied by Rutland Town. Back court. Looking. He'll get it to Blanchard. Blanchard will come back and he'll find Hull. Everybody's shooting free throws the rest of the night on fouls. Boy, Bond almost got the pick, and he'll swing it out to number 13. That's Mumford with the basketball. He'll find Blanchard. We're down to 1:37 to go on the clock, and up and count it! The basket's good by Smith. And the foul was on Doherty and Smith. Now see how Clarendon set this up? They use their big men down low. They're just well coached, both of these teams are. 33-29, 4-point lead. Shot up and good. Goes to a 5-point lead, 34-29. Bond with an open court to work with, at least until the logo. Now Mumford will pick him up, and Bond will pass the ball off. Casarino with the catch. Again, they've got time. They don't need to panic right now. They just need points, whether it's 1 point, 2 points, or 3 points. That's going to go forward. Smith's got the basketball. His pass will come to Hull. He'll stop, pop, no. Rebound, Hull. Put it on the floor, got into a lot of bodies, and drove his foul. Tell you what, Hull had one objective. He was going into that crowd and take the shot no matter what. That's tough. That's a tough play right there. So we'll just recap. 1:13 to go on the clock. 34-29 Clarendon. And Hull's shot, gonna go. Drake Hull with the bucket. Makes it a 6-point lead right now. That is why, really, with 1:13 to go, when Rutland Town gets the ball back, they don't have to panic and start launching threes. They can take a 2-point shot. They just need points right now. And first of all, they need the basketball. Casarino got it. Casarino to the hole. No. Blanchard will get it to Hull. Hull in the front court to Smith. On the floor once to the hole. No. Back to Smith. Down to 57 seconds to go in the basketball game. This is Hull. He'll drive and foul. And it's starting to look more and more like Clarendon could be heading to the finals. I believe for the first time of the history of the tournament, but don't quote me on that. I'm trying to go way back in my head, and I can't remember a Clarendon team for at least 2, possibly 3 decades going to the finals. Nope. He'll get another one. 35-29. Clarendon with the lead. You'll get 1 and 2, 36-29, and this near capacity crowd is just buzzing right now. Casarino with the ball. And again, they just need points. Oh, we got a foul. Yeah, 3 foul shots come up. You couldn't have asked for a better situation other than a made 3. Yeah, he's a foul Doherty on the arc. He's got 3 free throws coming up. And the big thing here is it stops the clock and gives Rutland Town a chance to score. Got the first one. 36-30. Oh, he's got another one. He's got another one. He'll get 2 of the 3. It'll make it a 5-point ball game. 36-31, 41 seconds to go. They need an all-out press right now. There's the long release, and Smith is all alone. He'll line it up and get it. I don't know how they could lose somebody as big as Smith, but the defense did, and that could have been the ball game right there. 38-31, 7-point lead. But yeah, they don't want to foul, and they let them go to the hole, and they'll concede the 2 points. 22 seconds to go. And a timeout taken by Clarendon. They're up by 5. They'll have the ball when we come back, and they're just 18 seconds away from the finals. Oh, it's been a dandy. And we still have another game to go. Gracie King will be taking on the Rutland Rec Bulls. Look at that fight for the ball. Look at Doherty. Doherty's got it, and it's going to be boy basketball. It'll be off from Hull out of bounds. 12.5 seconds to go. And Rutland Town with the basketball. They'll come in. This is going to be Bond. They got to hurry, though. They need a lot of points in a short period of time. And it's going to be the ball game. Clarendon will with the basketball. 5 seconds, 4 seconds. Carlson, no good. And it's not going to matter with 1.4 seconds to go. Clarendon's going to have the basketball. And there's no way they can lose. There's 1.4 seconds to go. And they're up by 5, and they've got the ball. Just a formality right now, just to get the ball in. There's the touch. That's the ball game. Clarendon is going to the finals with a hard-fought win over Rutland Town, 38-33. A great effort by both teams. An outstanding team right there in Rutland Town. So we'll have Rutland Town in the consolation game, and Clarendon will be in the championship game. And we'll take a look at the beautiful women in the center court area. That's Beth Glodzik and Glodzik Higgins on her right. And they'll have players of the game, and also
okay, the player of the game.
Here we go, player of the game.
For Rutland Town, number 35, Tommy Hogenkamp.
And Tommy Hogenkamp will be the player of the game for Rutland Town. Very well-deserved honor. He played outstanding basketball the whole tournament.
Okay, for Clarendon Crusaders, player of the game, number 33, Lincoln Pritchard.
And Pritchard, 33, Lincoln Pritchard, will be the player of the game for the Clarendon squad. So stay tuned. We'll have the second game here tonight to determine who Clarendon's going to play in the championship.